The 25-year-old Cameroonian was found guilty of premeditated by the High Criminal Court yesterday, which
Melo TV. Information, entertainment, analysis, and gossips.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Melo TV. Thanks again for joining us on today's video. For those who have been following my channel for a while now, some months back I made a video about an incident that happened in Bahrain, and I assure you guys that once we have updates from Bahrain, I'm going to give it to you guys. And today we have updates from Bahrain. I know I have new subscribers on my channel, new people that have been following me that never knew about the story, so I'm going to give you guys a little highlight of what happened in Bahrain. There was this guy who arrived Bahrain. I'm going to give you guys his name when I'm going to be reading the court judgment that was made on him. So this guy arrived Bahrain few minutes or few hours later after he was picked up from the airport, taken to his accommodation. What transpired about bed space, where he was supposed to sleep. He went to a certain room. They told him, no, you are not going to sleep in this room, you are supposed to sleep in the other room. So in the course of doing all those things, he became angry. Another thing again happened that same night about charging his phone, where he's supposed to put his charger. And so a lot of things happened that when this incident happened, people were worried, and they were trying to figure out what actually happened. Or is it the fault of the visa agent that brought him to Bahrain? Or what happened? Did they collect so much money from him that he became this bitter on arrival? Did they lie him about the job description? Did he arrive Bahrain and discover that the job description that was given to him is something else? Was he coming knowing that he was coming to work in a big company, maybe wearing suit to work, and only to arrive he had to discover that he will be doing some manual work like cleaning, draining? So that the story the way it passed. So that same night, what happened was everybody went to sleep. This guy who just arrived same day at midnight, not midnight, almost morning, like about 3 a.m. he went to the main switch, put off the lights after going to the kitchen, collect a cooking knife, come with it inside, and started stabbing everybody in the accommodation. So about 3 persons were injured that night, and then 1 person happened to pass out the same time, and then another one was rescued at the hospital. Now what happened was those in the accommodation now turned out, in the course of holding him not to finish killing the others because the shouting was too much, so he too had some injuries. He was stabbed on his neck, his back, and some parts of his body. That particular scene caused a lot of tension for Cameroonians in Bahrain and Cameroonians worldwide, because that was the first of its kind to happen. That was the first of its kind happening to Cameroonians, especially in Bahrain. Bahrain has been a safe haven for some Cameroonians because of so many bad things always happen, but to different nationalities. But Cameroonians have not had that kind of incident. So now when the police arrived there, this guy was taken to the hospital. The other patient was taken to the other guy that he stabbed was also taken to the hospital. And then they discovered that one of the guys that he stabbed was still breathing, so he was survived. The other one, they took him to the morgue, and he himself, they took him to the hospital. So at that juncture, a lot of things have been mute. Bahrain government closed everything. No news was coming out. First, what they did was all the guys that were in that accommodation, they were just fired. Yeah, they were fired, they were muted. Some of them were taken to court because the news was out there. When I brought that news out and I posted it on the media, some people downloaded it. It was on WhatsApp groups. So many WhatsApp groups shared the news, and the news happened to enter again into Bahrain. And the government, these other people like to cover up things. They don't like things to go out. If you are not there to know that these things happen there, to see it in their news is difficult. To see it aired on their news is difficult. They always cover everything to make their countries look like safe haven. Whereas you know. So some of the guys that were in the accommodation, they were trying to match the voice notes that I had with those in the accommodation. Some were taken to court, and most of them, they lose their job. They were sent out of the accommodation. That company too had issues. Then the company that brought that guy to Dubai, the Cameroonians, they came out, tried to clear the air that they had no issues with this guy. They had no issues with money. A lot of things. So those of you who have not watched that video, I made a lot of videos about it. If you go down, I'm going to put the link of the videos on the description box so that you can pick up with this story from where we are. So now, Cutting the long story short and going straight to what we are supposed to talk about today, this guy was taken to the hospital, the person that injured others. So in the hospital, he thought it was just one general hospital in Likoko. He thought he could run. In the course of running, he forgot that there were cameras. In short, I don't think he was even aware that there were cameras there. He's been monitored with that kind of atrocity he has committed. He thought they would just leave him loose. He was being monitored. So he tried to run. He was caught. He tried again to take his own life. They told him, no, you cannot take your own life, or you have to get well, and they will see what to do with you. We gather another information that he was transferred from Bahrain to Saudi Arabia for medical reasons. Maybe they sent him there so that they can see that his health, he should improve well, because they want him to speak. They wanted him to tell them his reason for committing that crime. And this is where we are also worried and angry, because this Arab world, they like to cover up things. Now they have interviewed this guy, they have taken him to court, they have judged him. They did not bring us his judgment outside, like they did not tell us his story, what he said, what got him angry. If it was something that happened with him from Cameroon before he traveled, or he had his own personal reason, they didn't tell us, they just give us the judgment. And what was on the judgment? He has been sentenced to life imprisonment. Yes, he has been landed a life sentence. So he's going to stay in jail forever. At the end of the day, when these families were even contacting me, asking me if I have any updates of the guy, in the one that was rescued, or about the guy who was in the hospital, I was like telling them that when I get updates, I will bring it to them. But now, when this guy was transferred to Saudi, they blocked everything. We could not get any information about him, no news about him. So I know that when I'll be talking here, some of you will be like, Melo, just now like will bring me kind news. If you show me side where you get the news, yeah, this is it. I'm going to pin it here for you guys to see. It is on their Gulf Daily News online. If you go Google it, you see it. This is what they wrote. An expatriate man has been jailed for life for stabbing his roommate to death in a frenzied attack in Mama. That's one of the cities in Bahrain. The 25-year-old Cameroonian was found guilty of premeditated murder and attempted murder by the High Criminal Court yesterday, which sentenced him to 25 years behind bars. He killed 26-year-old fellow national, that's a fellow Cameroonian, Silvanus Sakwe Nanje, following a dispute at a labor camp last year. He's just 25 years at the peak of his age, and the guy he also killed was 26 years, Silvanus Sakwe, that he murdered. So what they are saying here is that it was a premeditated murder. And he say he planned them because he allowed everybody to go to sleep, and then he go for kitchen, he collect that kitchen knife, come for inside their accommodation, turn off the lights, so that even do you know what it means that you are sleeping and somebody just come and is stabbing you in that darkness. So it shows that when he really planned them very well, so they don't judge you based on that it was a premeditated act. Yes, he planned it all, allow everybody to go to sleep, and then just to commit this act. At least judgment has been given, justice has been given to Silvanus Nanje Sakwe family. Now they have justice. At least the family can know that yes, this person that did this to our child, justice has been done. None of the situation where it go be so if not for some other payee or for payee, and no one call them. Tomorrow you want to see the person they walk freely for the streets. You know what it means? Say some person take the life for your relative, and the next morning time you see this throw around, they move on with day to day life. Better me it be for Ngata. Better me the person be for Ngata. Muna no say don't be for Ngata for life. At 25 years, he's still very young. So he's going to spend till he find himself for the day where he cover his eye, where he talk again. Now that day will under end. But as far as the laws are concerned, And to think of it, so many people were worried because the family were like, are we sure this guy is still alive? Because we know how these people go with their Sharia law. We know, some of you, we know say they don't already finish with you. Like a time when they be toxic, they don't take it, transfer them for Saudi. Deep inside me, I be get a mixed feeling. I mean, don't say, this why they don't transfer it for Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, with their own for do zzz, they need waste time for put and down. So I was like, let's just see how this. So I was really following up their news to see when these updates will come. And thank God they finally give us the update. Say the guy now life imprisonment at 25 years. Where I just sorry that this family where they lost their pikin. May they just be consoled. But at the end of the day, they don't get justice. Now this justice where people they cry every day for media when situations that they come up. Now this justice where a lot of family that they cry and they get this justice now because it happened for outside. We know how things that they play for inside here, for side down. We know. So this justice, at least this family go still be consoled, even though the justice not go bring their picking, but at least it mean a lot for them. It mean a lot for them. So that way I get this news, I say no, make I bring her for una, make I can notify una, especially those the way they don't follow the story, because I've vlogged about 3 or 4 videos concerning this same story. For those that don't follow up, me then get the updates. I will put the image for the court judgment. Me people they see them. May not be like say na until I don't she don't I type am by myself. No. They don't give judgment. And if you know anybody will be related to this story or the families or what, you can share this video, you can send it to them. But please help me, don't download it. Don't download it, don't send it to WhatsApp group. Just share the link for them to click and watch. I will be grateful. Thank you all so much. I don't want to make this video make a bit too long. I just say I can give it straight to the point. Tell una way to the happen. I don't want to go into details. I know a lot of questions will come up. I know a lot of inbox will start coming up. I don't want to go into too much details about the story. One more end so because they don't give justice. May the boy to go rest. It's so to go rest. And I say yes. The person will make me put me for this position. Justice don't be served for my soul to not go rest. So thank you all so much. I remain your girl Melo TV. If this is your first time on my channel, I want to say you are welcome. To my returning subscribers, you guys know I love you all so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? And you have been watching me right up to this level, please click on that red subscription button and turn on my post notifications so that when I upload new videos, you'll be notified. I'm now on my Facebook page. If you are not following me there, please check on Melo on Facebook and follow me there. Let's connect. See you all again on my next upload. Bye bye.